Hey, this is Big Guy DIY. Forgot to do an introduction to my vlog 5 for the decking. So this is the beginning of vlog 5 on doing the decking on this deck project.
Remove the power.
I'll unplug it in a moment.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is joist tape on the whole thing before we put our decking boards down. And I think that's it. Is that it, Casey?
I think that's it.
That's it. All right, so we're gonna put this in time-lapse mode as we set the tape down and start installing our lumber. So as you see in the time-lapse video, you saw me, I'm putting the joist tape right underneath here. These joists are not flush to the top of the ledger, and that's done intentionally because when the decking board comes in, the decking board will go underneath the siding. So that's why there's a gap the whole length. So that joist tape is being used as a vapor barrier. So should any water get underneath this overhang, blowing in here from the wind, it'll go into there and then drip down the ledger. The ledger does not have a vapor barrier behind it because it is mounted directly to cement. If there was lumber behind this, I would have a vapor barrier behind it. So we got one done. The nice thing is you just take one roll and you run it all the way out to the end. Makes it easier. And it's getting hot out here. So let me continue on putting this tape down. Forgot to mention, this is what we're using. This one's for double joists, and then that one is for single joists. Give you an idea. Double joist. joists are all done. In the process, we also did the legs, top of the legs here. There, over there. So you can see everything is topped off with the joist tape, even up there in the center. So we are ready to do the decking boards. So I'll show you what screws we're using when I grab them, but I can tell you we are using stainless steel screws. Just because stainless steel with pressure treated wood lasts a hell of a lot longer, and it doesn't leave any marks like galvanized screws do. Or plus they last a hell of a lot longer than those exterior screws you see online. They're always saying they can be used for decking, for pressure treated wood, but from my personal experience, I found them to snap or break after about 3 to 5 years, because I've used them on my own decking. So we spent the extra money on this one to go to stainless steel because it's going to last substantially longer. So I'll show you the brand once I grab the boxes. So these are the brand screws we're using. And the reason I chose these is a lot of screws will just have the threading from here down or from mid part down. The problem is as it goes into the decking, the shoulder of the screws, or the neck, whatever you want to call it, doesn't pull the decking down to the joist itself. Here, our decking's 3/4 inch because it's 1x6. If you look at this, this is 1 inch. So as this here grabs the joist, this part will just be pulling the deck board down. This here is just gonna widen the hole a little, and then these are self-tapping screws, as you can see, the little things there. So these will go flush. We don't want these to be driven in where it's below the surface of wood, but just like a dimple below the surface of the wood. And that way it'll give it a smoother look across the deck. But these are the screws that we're using, and I chose it specifically for this. I wanted to use a brand called SPAX, but you couldn't order them in the quantity that I needed them within the time limit that I needed them. So we ended up ordering these out of Lowe's store, and we got them in 3 days. So we got 5 containers of these screws. So I forgot, was it 1,500 screws or something like that? So we're going to turn the camera around and we're going to start doing our deck joists, or our decking. Alright, what I have to do with this is get this shape onto that board. So I'm not going to explain how I do it, but just I'm going to show you instead. The thing is you're not to trace the shape of the post onto the board, but you're going to find the space to create onto the board. And what I mean by that is, say you grab a 4x4 post and you just put it on the deck and trace it. Well, that's making the space exactly, which is not going to be correct because these posts do twist over time. So what I'm going to do is trace the opening for this. Let's zoom in here. So I will show you how I'm going to do this. Let's get this board into place. When I put this down, my square touches here in the corner, but not on the back. So that's what I mean by you're creating a space. You're not tracing the exact shape to the board. Alright, that one's done. I have to do that side. And I gotta do that side. So we're gonna put this into time lapse. So before I slide this piece in, I added another piece of joist support because there was nothing there, so anyone who'd step on this corner could split the wood. So now I got support on both sides of the pole. This one will be fine because the majority of it is on the left side. Same for the right side. So we're gonna end vlog 5. I had to take off for a little vacation, and so the owner continued working on this deck. He had like a dozen boards to put back in. So let me show you how it came out. Bang. So this is our final deck, or regards to boarding. So everything's come out perfect. This is our overhang, which I'm going to be ripping the length here. So we have only just 3/4 of an inch of an overhang on this part. And we're prepping this area right now to install the steps. Steps are going to be 6 feet wide. It's going to be 6 3/4 riser, 6-inch riser, and we're using 2x4 or 2x6 for this tread on the steps. That way we won't have any flex. So we're just having 3 sections or 3 supports for the steps. Because the other thought was to use decking, but if we use decking, that means we got to increase the number of supports underneath there, because the decking is only 3/4 inch technically speaking. So this is a Big Guy DIY signing off on vlog 5, and then I'll probably do a vlog 6 on doing the steps as we work on this. And give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Any questions, rifle them down below in the comments. Have a good one. So at the end of vlog 5, I just wanted to add, there were 3 tools that we used for the decking, which were pretty much key tools. Let me show you what I got here. This I just purchased off of eBay. It was on sale for 99 bucks for the Makita brushless. Here's your battery. This tool was unbelievable. I was able to drive in 8-inch lag bolts with 0 issues, and the battery never wore, never timed out or anything like that. I even have battery readout on the back here. Push this, you can see the red, tells me what my battery charge is at. This was 99 bucks, so it was for the tool, the battery, the charger, and then a bag. I know for a fact when you go into like Lowe's or Home Depot, you'll see these specials, but it's usually just for the tool only. It's not often you get the battery and the charger at the same time. And so you'll see this sale says, $79. Great deal for this tool. Well, it doesn't give you the battery. The battery's like another $100 or more, depending on whether it's a DeWalt, a Makita, or whomever. So this is one of the key crucial tools for doing the job. This one here is by Camo. This here is used to push a decking board when it has a bend or a curve to it. So we use it to always press it tight against the board that's already installed. This will work on single joist and double joist. As you can see here, it tells you double joist, single joist. This knob here is to tighten it against the joist. And once you get tight against the joist, then you turn the lever and push the board. This worked out well. But for my personal opinion, I think they could have done a better job on this bottom part. Maybe they kept this small for room, so it doesn't take up a lot of room. But the thing I found is this whole thing twisted quite a bit. They probably make this maybe a 1/2 inch on each end longer than what it currently is. But yeah, it twisted on every single board. It did not do any damage to the joist tape that we had on the decking. So that's one thing I liked about this. We don't have to worry about any holes or twists of the tape or anything like that. Last tool, these are called SPAX, S-P-A-X spacers. And as you can see, they're different thicknesses. We use this as the decking was put down. If there was, if we were off on our measurements in regards to being squared with the previous deck. The spacing was used to balance out that being squared. So, and it even tells you on here what they are. Where's the other one? So that's it. End out vlog 5, and then vlog 6 will be on doing the stairs. And I'll explain how I did that and what my thoughts were in, in doing stairs. Yeah, that's it.